time. No, we're not putting that on there. We ain't getting paid for that.
Hell no, we ain't get paid for that.
Shit.
These niggas think I'm motherfucking playing. I'm official. Watch this shit.
You got the guessing to this bitch.
Okay. It's all because of you, girl.
All right.
Ever you. So, all that I'm home.
That's butter.
Go ahead. Sing it, bruh.
Go ahead, give us
This
some.
world was
Yours.
yours. Go ahead, Don.
That was butter. We got more.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we got Rich over here in the corner.
What's
going on? What's going on?
And,
Yes, sir.
Y'all know my name.
If you
But,
walk away from me, I just love you from behind.
That's how you feel?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey.
Marriage.
Marriage.
We left off on this, and you feel like fuck marriage. So let's get right into that. Why do you feel like fuck
I feel
marriage?
like, all right, well, not really so much fucking marriage. I think
Oh,
marriage.
he done bitched
You
up
don't
and
read-
switched
Nah,
out
you
and
don't
talked
read-
about what the
I'ma
fuck
get-
was going
you're
on.
gonna- Can't fuck marriage, you said.
No, I'm gonna give you the real. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I've seen yours. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I know you go through your ups and downs with the bullshit. Me, personally, I just don't think I'm ever gonna get there.
But why?
I want to.
But why?
I don't trust nobody.
You don't trust nobody, or
I trust myself. I just don't trust nobody.
no? Do you not trust anybody, or you don't put your trust in somebody else where they don't feel like they trust you?
No, I put my trust in somebody
Okay.
until I get something that I can't trust them no more for. I
But
take that
why
shit back.
can't you trust them?
I don't know. It could be red flags. It just be like something that might happen. I'd be like, all right, I don't like that. I gotta take that shit back because that was kind of funny. Then when you really find out that it was funny or some shit was going on, you be like, all right, well, I'm glad I took it back because this is why I don't trust nobody. Do I want to trust somebody? Yes. Do I trust anybody? No.
Okay, so
And that's where I have a trust issue.
do you gotta give exactly what you want. You gotta give what you put out, you're gonna get back, right?
But say you put that out.
So if you're not, let's put it like this. You not trusting people, right? Or you not trusting females.
Right.
When have you made yourself vulnerable enough to allow yourself to be hurt, to come back from that,
Plenty
to build
times.
yourself up?
Plenty of times.
But if you don't trust nobody, you're not opening yourself up to allow that to happen.
I don't come off just like that.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm asking you, have you made yourself vulnerable enough to where you can receive that hurt, to where you can build yourself back up, and allow somebody else to possibly build you stronger?
Because it's levels
Plenty
of
time.
trust.
Yeah.
Plenty of
It's
times.
most definitely levels of trust.
Plenty of times that happen, bro. Plenty of times. Every time I get back to square one with it, when I go back through that cycle, boy, each time, been there,
Been there, done that.
been there, done that.
I can't speak for you.
So what?
So I
So,
only
what?
could-
What have you? I'm not saying kind of focus on you, but like,
yeah.
what have you done or changed in your approach with dealing with that, so you can kind of trust again, or make somebody else feel like they can?
I always kind of
Trust you or anything like that.
Do the same. I mean, you can trust me because I'm like Don said, you got to give that out to get that
Correct.
back. You feel what I'm saying?
But what is different if you go into one relation? If you go in relationship 1, relationship 2, relationship 3, and you do the same thing in relationship 4 as you did in 1,
All right,
what
let's
is the
say,
changes?
All right, so let's just use this as an example. Like, say, like, me and my girl here, or me and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. What, like, say you got the phone like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll go off, and I'll be like, all niggas do this, give a little sneak peek. I changed that in the next relationship because now it's like me, like, all right, I'm trying to trust you with your phone now, so I'm not going to be that nigga that looks over in your phone. That's just an example of like what you can change the steps, like of the trust factor. You feel what I'm saying? You get it or not?
That was you doing it or them doing it?
It was me doing it.
You looking at their phone to see if they.
Nah, not even like me just like looking at the phone. Like you like just say like you got your phone like that. Like we may be eating whatever. Your phone going off and you might be like, and you can see like, like some women, they always got like
Correct.
niggas' names with the emoji and shit
Correct.
next to it. And then like some people like you can see the message a little bit what they sending. So you be like, oh well, damn, you talking to baby boy, you know what I'm saying? So me now, like having that
Because
conversation with that person.
right now you're in a competition with him. So
No.
again,
I'm gonna be in competition when you my girl. I should
but
be in
is that
competition.
established that you
Yeah,
her girl?
it's established.
Okay.
Yeah, it's established. Like let's say that you establish somebody and that's your girl, and then like you always said, have a conversation.
Correct.
You had the conversation. Now this ain't face up. This way.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's another trust thing coming in because like now why your phone face down?
So
You feel what I'm saying?
No, I feel what you're saying. I just don't. I don't focus on phones laying up because I'm so in tune.
I'm not
saying you are.
Yeah. I'm just giving an example. Like
but
what
I
changes.
just so. I don't like to try to have down parts, and if I'm dating somebody, I don't like to have down moments where we
Right.
can kind of like have no conversation. If you on your phone from the whole time I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
and you're on your phone,
Right.
then that's a problem. But again,
Exactly.
I'm going to give us
I agree
enough
with you.
time and enough dialect going back and forth where you don't even have a chance to even look at your phone.
But say you do. Not to cut you off.
No,
I know
go
you want to
ahead,
talk.
go ahead.
But say you do, right? Say you got full dialect. You got great conversation going on, and the person just still always in their phone. Can't even put the motherfucker down. You got great conversation between even both of y'all. You say that.
yeah.
Then what? Then what's the issue? Because it's like, yo, if I'm giving you this great conversation, we actually having a great conversation.
And what I'm going to say,
why
hey,
you
do
still
you
on your
want to
phone?
be on this date and get and have a
I never
connection?
did. Yeah, I never did
Or
that. I never
do you want to go back with that phone? Because again, I can drop you off right now. I can pay for this whole bill.
Nah, I
drop
hear
you
you.
off now. Because again, you have to set the expectations of what you are when you're in a relationship or try to be in a relationship. Again, the beginning of any relationship or whatever, or when you're talking to somebody, you have to set the expectations right then and there. From open up a door from somebody to calling somebody on the phone instead of sending a text message, hey, I want to take you out or whatever. That's just me. I'm going to set the tone. I'm going to set the expectations from there.
Right.
Now, if you fall off the expectations or what I'm setting in the same way that you making set for me, then that's something I need to look at and like, you know what, this is what I can't fuck with it. Because again, if you're doing this now in the beginning, you most definitely going to be doing that shit in the next 6 months to a year. So again, I'm going to lay down the expectations for it, and I want you to lay the expectations for me, and then we'll go forward from there. And if we disagree on the expectations, let's talk about it right then and there or whatever. But I'm not going to go back and forth over it. I think we're just too old in our age to kind of figure out what we need to do and what we need, how we should do it. Right now is where we need to talk about it, and it's like, all right, you know what, you're not for me, and I'm not for you, and let's go forward from there.
That's how you think.
Absolutely.
A lot of people do that. What you about to say?
no, we talking about marriage, and you know, you said you feel like your personal opinion is, but a lot of the world says fuck marriage. A lot of the world, you're not by yourself in that.
Oh, absolutely.
But
When I said fuck marriage, I don't mean it
I ain't
like
saying
that.
you mean it like
Yeah,
You
He
mean
has
it
he has a personal decision
Yeah.
on marriage where I don't
I
think that
think-
he's going to get married.
Yeah.
and that's
it's him.
right. cool,
and
but
I
a
don't
lot
think.
of
Don't get me
marriage
wrong,
is-
marriage people. I think marriage is a beautiful
marriage
thing.
is
When you have
scary in this day and
Anything
age.
new is going to be scary.
Yeah.
In this era, marriage is scary because everything's open.
What you mean everything's open?
Everything's open.
How is everything open?
Everything's open.
Like that.
How is
So
everything
I'ma tell you.
open?
I'll break it down to you. So
I had to slow it down for him for a second. I need to know.
I understood what you said,
He understood.
but the fucking world is open. So
The
you
world
might-
always been open.
Nah, it
Not
hasn't.
like it is now. Like
Relationships,
social media and all that shit is
but
open.
The accessibility,
But
of-
y'all
no,
y'all
the access-
allow social media to
No,
run your
I'm not talking about
relationship.
social. He said social media.
I said social media.
I'm talking
But go
about
ahead.
the fucking world. Social media ain't the only thing in the fucking
Okay,
world
but
now.
how was the world open that wasn't
Relationships?
before?
What was once just this way? Marriage was man, woman. You meet somebody you like this. Now there's several different ways to be married. You could be in. You can be with. He could be with a girl and have her be with another girl. You could marry two females. It's so many different variations of what marriage can be now that it isn't
So
that
you more
original.
What is your expectations
you're more
of
old-fashioned
marriage?
with yours, right?
It's not about my
We said
expectation.
right-
I'm saying the world.
Those
and why
always
people
been
are-
there.
No, yeah,
No, they weren't.
correct. There
They-
you go.
they were
It's
not-
always been
they were
there.
not
It's just,
acceptable.
it just wasn't
No,
publicized.
they weren't acceptable.
Like
Now
kings
it
and
wasn't
queens.
acceptable.
Like kings and queens
It
back in the day.
wasn't
The king had
acceptable.
multiple concubines and
You right?
There
wives.
you go.
You ready?
That is
you
true.
talking about? So in what religion besides that, right? Besides concubines and Egyptian shit now, what religion was it where besides being Muslim, you could marry several different people. Tell me.
But then I'm looking at marriage as society, like society marriage, like not religious based. So different. So as I'm saying, so different religions allow different things.
Is open to everybody.
Society and religion. So now religion is changing to meet the standards of society as well.
So society is allowing a whole bunch of gay people to do whatever. But are you open to that?
I'm not, but the fucking world is.
We're talking about us. We're not talking about what the world is.
I'm saying what the problem is in marriage. You think that he's the only person that's saying fuck marriage?
But people say fuck marriage because they just don't believe motherfuckers. They don't trust motherfuckers.
It's not just about that. It's about
trust because
the process.
we put trust into because we're dealing with relationships within social media. We're dealing with people who are lying. That's why he doesn't trust people.
That's him.
Correct, and I'm talking about him.
But you
said that the world.
You don't see just. But the world he's not the only one though.
But the world is not because again we focus on more of America because if you look at the world is a totally different than what America is.
So you want to? So you're saying it's just statewide? It's not. Our problem ain't just here. Mm-hmm. Marriage ain't working across the fucking world.
But the relationships that's in America doesn't happen the same way that it happens in England and Tokyo and Japan. So when we say the world, we can't use the word as an example because it's not valid in that text that you're saying.
How? We're not. So you tell me. So ready? So marriage works everywhere but here.
No, the way you said that marriage is not the same way it used to be.
Yes, it's not.
It's always not going to be the same way it used to be because we have different things. But we are different.
I said that.
But we're different. Again, when you say the world, America has different views on marriage in the same way Tokyo has different. Because again, we're using the world.
Hence, and that's why when he said concubines, I went right to where he went to. That's Egyptian based. Concubines are Egyptian based. Like this is something we can.
I can't speak on that, but Egyptian based is African based.
So bang. You want to go African based and Egyptian based, right?
No, Egyptian is.
So he said concubines. So
I know, but
right to the origin
in Africa.
The origin of it is
a little bit.
What I said. He said concubines. I said that's Egyptian.
Then I said more African.
I think we were all we left with it, right?
So then I said,
I just want definition of the conversation. I just want definition of what we saying and how we saying it, so I can speak on what the definition is. Right. And again, if we go broad, I have to bring it back to the definition of it.
I know, but you gotta let them rock out first.
Oh, all right.
So
I'm gonna forget.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I want you to do that because I'm cool with that.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that. What I'm saying is, it's not just him saying this.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
It's not just him. It's everywhere.
His brother had to get it from somewhere because he ain't come up in his head. It's like, nah, I'm fuck with you, man.
If you just look at you just look at here, like you said, like just America. You look at here, we have statistics on it. So therefore, then it goes and it says, within the first 5 years, marriage, blah blah blah, is going to fail because of finances.
Yeah, but I don't fuck with statistics because who is the one that's statistics? We don't do statistics with a lot of black people.
When you do here, America, like I said, it's going to have statistics. Do
you think marriage is just? Do you think some marriages is like built on just not even love no more, just stability?
I can't speak on any marriage but my own.
Correct.
So
I'm so glad you just said it because now we're speaking on you. We're not speaking on America's.
I can't speak on nobody but my own. Right.
Right.
So I've been around married people.
Right.
And the way I feel like married people need more married people to continue to have a successful marriage, because you only can relate to people within that. So when Rich is married for the same amount of time I've been married for, guess what? He may have run into some of the same problems. Right. He'll have an understanding, or the communication may be different than from somebody that's single that can't really understand how involved it is now. You know what I'm saying? But marriage it's what you put into it. True. And it's what the other person, what you expect from the other person, or how you value the other person is how I feel about marriage.
But do you think that now? I mean, we talked about him. I know you saying we can't talk about the world, but let's just throw it out there. Have you seen a lot of marriages only be? Well, you see a lot of couples getting married just because it's a bill that they know that somebody gonna pay for, like stability.
So you mean like status?
Yeah.
Are you saying
But
like
we can't
Not
talk.
even statuses. Just
I
like
don't-
now you see marriage as just like what you can do for a person. Do y'all look at it like
I know, but we look at the outside in. We're not inside of that relationship.
that? I know.
So
we're not,
no, because I'm not
but-
saying it in a bad
yeah,
way.
right.
But if Dante's married, and if we talk about what's in his marriage, or we have a conversation like, oh, Don, come talk to us about something or whatever, we see his side of it.
like one side?
Yeah.
We see one side,
One
even
side.
though he tried to include both sides, we see just one side. We don't see the other side. So we can only evaluate what he is saying and what he is saying and what he is putting in. We can't go on to the other side and be like, oh well, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. So we don't have both perspectives of it.
I
Because
hear
again,
that.
it's three perspectives of it.
I hear that. I hear that.
So I
hear that.
can't. I don't want to say like, oh, we can only look at one side of the relationship or one side of the marriage, because again, my perspective of somebody else's marriage is not the correct perspective. It's like
hear
my
you. You
perspective.
going- I hear
no,
you.
but it's
You
not my.
going
per-
deep- you
but
going
it's
deep,
my,
but I
but
hear
my
you.
perspective of your relationship is not. I can't focus on it because
Right.
again, if you come to me and we talk about your relationship, I can be like, you know what, that was wrong that she did this. That was wrong that you did that. But what did you do wrong, or how did she feel that you did wrong? So again, I can't speak on that or whatever. I can only speak on what you are saying and give my insight on those things. And as you were saying, do we think that marriage is just something that people are just doing just to do?
Right.
I don't know, because again, I can't focus on what they have in common or whatever, because again, I'm not in their relationship. I never want to be in somebody's relationship.
So I'll do this, right?
Okay, cool.
Because the type of people we are is going to go here, there,
Correct.
there.
Right.
That's just what we do.
Right.
That's just how the angles we take with each other.
Right.
I just tell you how I feel about marriage. From you saying
Is marriage sacred anymore? No.
facts.
That's a question we can say.
Facts.
I don't think that is sacred anymore.
It's not appreciated.
Correct.
So I'll tell you how I feel about my marriage, right? Like, so you said not fuck marriage, but you just don't feel like marriage is for you. You don't feel like that you're gonna be in a place where you can be married. I can say this: I felt for 10 years ago, I felt like I would never, ever, ever be or meet a woman that could change my perspective on women.
Right.
When that happened, I felt like she deserved a place in my life that I would never put anybody else. So for me, it took for her to break down barriers, for me to understand that a lot of the things that I wanted, I was the roadblock for, and I wasn't allowing somebody else
Absolutely.
to do for me what I couldn't do for
Because
myself.
you didn't think that you deserved it and you wanted it.
Yeah.
And that person had to show you that you deserve it. This is what I want, and if you gonna ride with me, ride with me. If you
If
not,
not,
leave me
get
the
the fuck
fuck
outta
alone.
here.
Correct.
So the way I feel about marriage is, you gotta. To me, it really is that 50-50 thing. You gotta want the best
I
out
don't
of them.
think it's 50-50. I think it's 100-100.
No.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
say
is.
100
So
all the time.
the percentage thing, it's y'all.
Correct. You're right.
It's y'all. The percentage thing is crazy because you could say it's
'Cause
1,000.
I know if I get married, it's gonna be a 60-40. Bitch, you better love everything out of me.
So it's what
Cause you gonna be in the motherfucking Carmilla in a minute. Like,
it's
fuck
what
all
you,
that.
It's what you put in. So if you put
just killed his
everything, facts.
I said it multiple times.
If you put everything into her and she put everything into you, and that's a constant thing, you're constantly pouring into each other and pouring into the relationship, it's going to be a beautiful thing. No matter when you have ugly, no matter when you have good, it's going to go right back to that even pour. You feel me?
Right.
That's how I feel about marriage. That it's a constant pour of everything you have into another person, because they're putting it right back into you and you're putting it back into them, and it's just going like this. It's constantly going like a waterfall, and waterfalls just keep going.
Facts.
If you ain't ready to flow with somebody like that, no, marriage is not for you. So that's how I feel about marriage. If you can't create that constant flow of good energy, positive flow of life, growth, development, and that's
even
not
if
the
you
place
if you have negative energy or whatever, I can still roll with the
Yeah.
negative energy because it's you.
Yeah.
You got,
It's you.
So like I said, it got.
I can't get this negative energy from anybody else, but it's you.
Right.
You the one that did it or whatever. So I'm gonna rock out with you.
Right.
And you're 1,000%. So Like I said, like the thing was about marriage, and I'm just saying as far as from what I've only been married once. I only plan on being married once. You know what I mean? Anything can happen,
so, motherfucker.
it's going to be
I was
over.
about to say I wasn't married. I wasn't invited to the second one. I mean, just the second one. The fuck.
That nigga gonna be on the first 48.
If I do renew my vows,
Damn.
it's going to be
Telly
a
gonna kill
whole different. If I renew my vows, it's going to be a whole
All
different
right, kill you
squad.
dead, nigga. Where you stand? And I believe her too.
But that's how I view marriage. Now she never went crazy. I told her she would die a couple times.
Nah, you can't. That nigga crazy too.
So
Yeah, but the way you say it, the way she say it, is two different things for me.
you're right because she ain't from here.
Yeah,
So-
she's from like Italy or somewhere, right?
Here you go. But yeah, that's how I feel about marriage. It's a constant flow. And she gonna call the show.
She gonna fuck me.
That's how I feel. You know what I mean? And as the married one, that's how I feel.
Look at that. She from Italy.
A lot of other marriages I've seen, I haven't seen that.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
And then we cut this off. Mm-hmm. I think marriage is a very, 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 very beautiful thing when you have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Marriage
I said, I
is work.
see him, and I love their marriage. No matter if they arguing or they good, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's a beautiful thing. I feel like I want to get married, but I feel like I don't fucking trust somebody to get married right now. It's been a lot of shit I done seen and done, and so it's just more
when
so
you
just
meet
like
that right person, putting that trust into them is going to be so easier.
I hear you. I hear you.
Before we like disband this, Rich,
You.
I was in marriage
what
life.
made you? I ain't gonna say your wife's name on camera, but what made you want to marry your wife? What made you feel like she deserved to be a wife and not a
That
girlfriend?
snapper hit that different. Bruh.
The trust, like the trust.
See,
You
It's
or
trust.
see, that's
It go
the big thing,
it go
trust.
both ways.
her? No, what made you? You're not answering my question. At
He
some
did. He said the trust.
At some point, it went from she deserved to be a girlfriend to she deserved to be a fiance and a wife. What changed
I hate
in
that.
you?
I hate that word girlfriend.
Well, she was your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
No, I
Girlfriend,
just
fiance.
right now I think at our age, I think that term is dead and done.
What the fuck
Is
is we
it
going
dating?
She's our lady. That's our lady. That's our lady.
fucking old ass
All
pop?
right, well, the fuck we all nigga. That's my girlfriend.
My lady.
If my girl be like, oh,
It's my
you-
darling right here.
I get what you're saying.
That's just passe now.
I just want
You heard
to.
my word? Passe.
This is Mabel.
Nigga, you Sterling. This is motherfucking like, what the fuck is that name?
I'm just saying, like,
You
this
can't
like,
be getting introduced to the
funny.
parents. This is butter.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, nigga, that shit
So,
funny.
Rich, answer my question, bro.
I guess I can say like when you go through mad shit in a relationship and you come out and you see like they can weather storms and all that shit. That's when you like, I
Okay,
bet.
I agree. Let's cut this motherfucker off. We got
He's
one
like,
more
yo,
to go
stop talking about my relationships about this
to.
shit.
One
Like,
more,
all right.
one more to go to, and then we out of there.
Good night.
And I,
Last one.
Damn, we shut that shit down.
All right, Rich, let's go.